And welcome to Two Tired Teachers.
Coming at you from Choke Canyon State Park, the Callahan unit.
And that is the one that has camping. The South Shore does not. And so if you're coming to camp, be sure to come to this one. This has several different areas, and we're going to kind of walk you through those, but you need to know
there are alligators in this park.
And this is from one that was found in the park.
That they guess to be 13 to 15 feet long.
Yeah, it was already deteriorating by the time they found it. This is the water and electric loop, and I was amazed. We've been to a lot of Texas state parks, but I saw license plates from more places at this park
yes,
than I have anywhere else. They're even from British Columbia, Quebec,
Ontario,
Minnesota, Kansas.
Those people used to live in Ketchikan,
Alaska. Kansas. It's just been amazing to see the diversity in this park that we really hadn't given.
It's a small park. And
matter of fact, the only reason we came here was because we couldn't spend more time at Palmetto. That's why we chose the park. And it was kind of in the vicinity. But this park can accommodate really large rigs, as you can see by the fifth wheel that was leaving there. And that was not the largest one that was here. But they do also have parking lots.
Several.
So that people who bring boats can have somewhere to park those.
Or they can park their tow vehicle if it's too long for the campsite.
This is our campsite, and those trees that have the yellow flowers, we'll talk more about in just a minute, but these are considered cabins. They don't look like much, but they're considered cabins when they have air conditioning. And because of the location, you probably are going to want that.
And this is a 75-acre lake. It's not the big lake.
It's not part of the three rivers that come together, but this is the tent-only area. And literally, you park in this parking lot, or one of the parking lots there, and carry your stuff over to your to your site. And your site is a picnic table, covered picnic table. Here are the restrooms for that area. And all of the picnic tables in this park, both for the water and electric, the day use, and the tent only, they all are covered, and they have shade from the west so that in the afternoon you have some relief from the sun. And that should let you know that you may not want to visit here in the middle of the summer if you don't have air conditioning. Okay, this is a trail, and this is down in the day use area. When I got the stickered for the pass, I told the lady I do not need a trail map if you've got gators in this park. So it looked like a great trail.
It looked like a great trail.
But not going down it. This is the day use area.
And it's a big day use area for a park this small.
But there are three rivers that converge in this area. And so a lot of people come out here
with boats, and there is a boat launch area. And
to take advantage of the water and access to the water. And that day use area, obviously. And the South Shore, that is day use as well.
Yes. And there is nothing much there.
Except picnic areas and access to the water. We didn't actually go in, but that's what it appeared to be. And then this is another section of day use. And
it is maybe a group facility. I don't know.
Well, there are tennis courts.
Yes.
Basketball. And a
gym.
A gymnasium that was built back in the 30s by the CCC. And so this all needs to be done by reservation if you plan on using it. But you can see it has the Texas historic marker there in front of it. And then down near this area was something that we'd never seen at a Texas state park before.
Wild turkeys.
And Mylena told me to go on and call them, and in a minute you're going to see them answer. There they go. And it was just so much fun to see these wild turkeys. We've seen a lot of wildlife in Texas, but never the wild turkeys before. So that was a lot of fun.
The bird viewing area is big and very popular here.
And it is in the water and electric site. Now, these are mesquite trees in bloom. We've lived in Texas all our life and had never seen those before.
So, Mylena, what's your impression of Choke Canyon State Park?
Sure, Choke Canyon made us eat our words on something we said about parks we never visited. And that is, this park does have alligators.
And are proud of it.
We've not seen one, otherwise I wouldn't be here with you to tell about it.
Well, it just worked out that way because when we were planning this trip, we knew when spring break for North Central Texas was, and really weren't thinking about South Texas having a different spring break, and certainly not one that was later than ours, and so we needed somewhere between Palmetto and Corpus, and this one was available and kind of in between, so that's really why we came here. And when I was checking in, I asked the lady, because they have I may go back up there and get a picture of that, a skull of an alligator, and it's pretty impressive. And I said, so there are alligators here? And she said, yes, but they won't be in your campsite. I didn't get a promise on that, but I did tell her I did not need a trail map. They're alligators. I'm staying on the road, and that'll be that. But I'm not sure when we'll get the video up, but being here in spring has really been neat. Seeing these mesquite trees bloom.
We'd never seen them blossom and bloom.
And from a distance, you cannot tell those are little flowers. They look more like berries almost.
Yes.
Kind of a like
about
holly.
the size of a blueberry.
Yeah, like holly comes out, with little bitty, I thought maybe it was the same thing, but yeah, or little bitty persimmon or something
Yes.
like that, but I guess that's a South thing. But they looked like little berries of some kind, and then once it wasn't until we actually got the campsite
Right.
that we could tell that those are just the mesquite trees blooming. And so, amazing, we've lived in Texas all our lives and never seen mesquite trees bloom, but I guess we've been in school. We have, and it's been nice to be out and where we can see that. But one thing I do want to point out about the RV, the water and electric sites here, is even if you get one of the sites in the middle, you have some room. It's spread out. It's not just haphazard. So you're not going to have a lot of vegetation or anything separating you from the next site. But you at least have your own area.
Yes.
And we have seen so many large fifth wheels here. So if you have a large rig, this one will accommodate.
Yes, and they have parking lots to help if your tow vehicle and rig are longer than the 50 inches. 50 feet or so. Not inches. That
not
would
inches.
Be very small.
However, we have seen some people. We saw one fifth wheel where they actually had taken the stop out, back the tires of the fifth wheel beyond that. This thing's massive. And then they had to put blocks under their wheels. It was huge fifth wheel. And then the truck was halfway on the grass, and then their boat and other truck were actually on the grass.
And you're not supposed to park on the grass, folks.
But anyway, but they didn't have a site, I guess, that would accommodate that particular fifth wheel, but they do have some large sites here. Yes. And then they have some smaller sites, and we've seen all kinds of people here. And I had a really good time. And
one of the few parks with a gym.
They had, I don't know that it was open, but you can reserve it, I assume, and it was, they had a lot of stuff down that way.
Yes.
So, but it's a very popular park. Three Rivers, and I don't know which Three Rivers they are.
San Antonio's one, but I
Definitely.
don't know the others.
But Three Rivers converge. I asked the park ranger, I said, did we miss it? Is there a canyon?
And the ranger told her, no, that the
rivers kind of choke together, but why it's called canyon, I don't know. But anyway, it's a nice park, and we've enjoyed. It's been relaxing, and it's really what we needed.
We did need that. We had talked about going to San Antonio, but decided that would have to wait.
And we've actually extended our stay here an extra day just because we want to give the spring breakers a chance to get back in school before we
hit the coast.
hit the coast. So it's been nice and nice enough that we've extended our stay, so that should say something.
Thanks for watching Two Tired Teachers.